Well, I'm out here walk around on the farm a little bit today. Just get out of the house. I'm actually out here doing my John Wayne Rooster Cogburn impression. Lordy, gotta get out of that house for a few minutes. Had the third old stick, he's trying to figure out what's going on. Went and had that Cataract took off this morning. And I've been wanting to get that thing off. But having that eye taped shut drives you nuts. But anyway, I'll get it off tomorrow. I'm tough. I can put up this patch for a day. Surely I can do that. My goodness. Turned off cold again. It was warm, but it's turned off cold. I'm just going to walk around for a few minutes simply because I just want out of the house. I'll be ready to get back and go fishing again. Yep. I'm ready to go fish a while. I see I've got at least one tree that's fallen down in the pasture up there that I got to get up. Always something. You ready to go to the house? Let's go to the house. Let's go to the house. He's a house dog. I want you to look up here. What do we got up there? We got up here a goodly flock of turkeys. Glad to see the turkeys. While I'm still doing my Rooster Cogburn impression, I'll show you what I've been doing for Gary. This is for the Handicap hunter. Well, of course, what I came up with that works better than anything, believe it or not, is just a dowel rod. It works, but it has its problems too. So let me turn this around a little bit. When you put it in the trigger guard, of course it's liable to slide out. Well, and Gary can't really grip anything very good, so I come and I put me a wrist loop on this thing. Right. And you can hold it with the wrist loop. And I'd had a rubber band. When you stick it through there, you put that rubber band. Let me take the wrist off here. That rubber band and loop it over here. Well, the rubber band, when you move this to set off your trigger, sometimes the rubber band will get in there. They give you a different feel. That is no good. So how do I keep my rod from falling out? Well, I cut me deep grooves in it. When you just slide that in the trigger guard and just slide it back, it'll catch on your trigger. and on the trigger guard itself. It's not going to fall out. You turn the gun sideways like I've just done here. Turn it almost plumb over, it won't slide out. And the long, but just barely coming through on this side and having the full length of the rod. You've got all this leverage out here, which really makes it easy to set that trigger off. So this is your adjustable trigger pull. You can move it in to the next deep groove. More rod stuck out over here. Gives you an entirely different trigger pull. It's lighter, I mean it's heavier. Still light. And it's still, your rod's not going to just fall out. Like you saw the video down there with Gary, when it would fall out real easy when he was shooting. Now another thing, all these traction grooves, guess what they say do? You can put this rod in there anywhere you want. It won't slide out. It won't slide out. You still set it off. I mean, you can just push it almost all the way through. It's still nice light trigger. Well, you just set this rod in the trigger guard, basically anywhere you want it. It'll set there, it don't fall out, and it works beautifully. We'll get down there this weekend, let Gary try out the new contraption. And while still saddled up with this doggone patch, still got my 22-250 Ruger, custom Ruger number 3 working on it, redoing. I done a lot of work on it, but we put that, if you remember another video, I said I fit this steel butt plate on it. And I did that, of course, that you had to file it to fit your stock, and so that messed the finish on the stock up. And I probably got about 7 or 8 coat of oil on it, I guess. Starting to fill the grain up pretty good. It's going to take several more coats of oil to get enough, fill the grain, get enough buildup on it where I can rub it down to where I want. Anyway, I don't like just sitting around doing nothing, so even with this crazy patch on my eye, still got to be doing something. Got to wait a minute. The flock of turkeys drifted on. Goodness. Only about 30 or so minutes that I can leave here and go to the ophthalmologist and get this blooming patch took off. That'd been an aggravating rascal, but hopefully here in an hour or so I'll be able to get that thing off and actually see pretty good. At least that's what I'm planning on. Lordy mercy. Yeah. I'm ready to get this patch off.
Get hungry.
This good looking woman here is taking me get this blooming patch off my eye.
My goodness. That's not a problem.
she's not. She likes her Rooster Cogburn too much. Oh, be glad to get this thing off. And like I said, oh, if I can get in here.
I'll be glad for you to
Got a fine looking woman here. Take me to the doctor's office.
Yes, I love him.
I de-roostered. I de-roostered Cogburn, but boy, it's bright. It's bright.
It's already,
Well, it's feeling better than it did. Glad that's over.
he's going to survive.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna be fine. The blue is blue. Plumb pretty. Well, Rooster's back home.
Yep.
Yeah. Diane said that Rooster was back home without the patch.
And I'm glad.
But it burns and itches and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
at least the old patch is gone.
Yep. And now it's getting better.
Oh yeah. I can definitely see better right now than I could before it was operated on.
Yeah.
This is the first time that I've been out to shoot since I had that cataract and LASIK surgery done on this eye. And it is pretty good when for a change. If you shoot good or you shoot bad, at least you can rule the ability to see or not see out. It's been very blurry for quite some time, but right now I can actually see I can see the crosshairs and I can see the target clear. So now we're testing load independent of. Well, you don't have to wonder that. Could I see that good enough or not? 'Cause regardless of how it shoots or the load shoots right now, I can see just fine. I shot some. I'm shooting at 222 again, and I just fired a few shots a few minutes ago, and I found a load that this gun did not shoot accurate. Would you believe that? Well, just put it this way: the accuracy wasn't up to what it usually does. That was with a 40 grain Hornady VMAX with 4198 powder in it. And maybe it just don't like that powder. Who knows? But anyway, I'm going to try another load here. This with again the 4198. This with a 45 grain Hornady Hornet bullet. Let's see what it does. It is really great to be able to see that target. Yeah, and see the crosshairs and all that clear as crystal. Look at that target. Gracious day. Yeah, that's enough to make you wonder. That's 2 loads. And this one load has been a very accurate load. I knew it was an accurate load. Well, accurate load in the contender, and it was plenty accurate in this one too. But it's not accurate at all. Not very accurate at all. It really got me to wondering about that particular can of 4198. It's old, it had been opened, may have deteriorated some. Now I gotta check into all that. I don't know. Some kind of a problem has developed. I don't know if it's the primer or the powder, or a combination of both. But whatever, it's not shooting very well. Not shooting well at all. Whatever's really going on here, I'm not sure. But that group right there, get this thing up here. That group there was 40 grain AMAX. Man, it's all over the place. Then I went and I shot 45 grain Hornet bullet. This is M222. It's terrible. Then I shot my load, the load that I've been shooting in that gun for a long time. And that's the 50 grain Hornady SX with 21 grains of 4198. Well, you can look at that. Not worth the flip. So I went and got out some old loads using that, some old loaded rounds using that same load. They've been loaded 15, at least, maybe 20 years. Look at this. This is how they shoot. That's how they're supposed to shoot. This is how they shot with the new loads. New powder, new primers, new everything. That's the old loads. Now, I also dug out, go back here. Also dug out a load in that gun, shot in that gun, this one right here. This, I just fired 3 shots. Very tight, very tight. You see my finger here. Very tight. 3 loads, that's with, this is the load worked up for that rifle. This is the 222 load, worked up from a Thompson Center Contender. It's not even the most accurate load in my Remington 700, but look how accurate it shot. Now I get to go find out exactly why all that is. It's shooting all over the place. It's got to be the powder, primer, whatever. That gives me a chance to try to chase another rabbit back to its hole. So, and this is the time right now when it's cold and windy, and I don't really want to fish. Hunting season close, so that'll give me something to do. So, but the good thing is I can see those sights clearly. I can see that scope crosshairs clearly. I can see the target clearly. So that's great. I'll find out what the problem here is, because this problem has been taken care of.